I am taking part in Rejection Challenge by Ria. And today we had a task to do something, not necessarily to hear no, but to get used to the fact that asking for things seems silly. And it's incredible what my mind was coming up with, because firstly, I'm away from home, and at the beginning I was like, wow, it's amazing because I'm away, then people don't know me, then I can be a little bit more silly and playful, right? But because I had to do the challenge today, all day my mind was telling me, you can't do it, it's better to do it at home, just wait till tomorrow, just wait when you get back. And I noticed clearly how my mind wants to escape what's happening to avoid emotions, because asking for things that are uncomfortable, take us out of our comfort zone, and the ego feels threatened. But I left the lodge that I'm in. I went to the local town, I may say, and I had no idea what I would do, but it was something light. I saw a little festival, and I came up to men and asked if it's a free festival, and he said no, it's a donation for a cause. And it was like I wanted to ask if I can get in for free, just to hear no, and to be okay with hearing no, and also to prove to myself that I can handle this discomfort and I didn't die. But I didn't, and I walked away, and I was like, wow, how even I want to do something, and there is still this grasp of the mind that is kind of pulling me out of the experience and taking me out of there in the moment. So this was interesting to notice. But then I walked into another man, and he had donkeys, and I asked if I can pet his donkeys, and he said yes. So I played with the donkeys for a little while, and yeah, that was slightly uncomfortable, but it was okay. Then I went to the shop, I came back, and I saw a back gate to that festival, and there were some guards walking around in yellow vests, and I was like, I'm gonna just come up to the gate and walk through, and so they tell me something, and I can feel discomfort. But actually no one told me anything, and I just walked in. I know it's a little bit rebellious, but the purpose was for me to just feel uncomfortable. I walked in without the admission, and from the back gate I came out through the same gate, and still no one told me anything. No one asked where I'm going, what I'm doing. And I spoke to the same man on the way back with donkeys, and I offered him some crisps that I was eating, and he said yes, and he had them. And then I asked if he wanted to have a hug, and he did. So we hugged, and I parted my way. And this wouldn't have happened if I wasn't doing the challenge, because I'm normally not so chatty to strangers, especially like out of nowhere, just going somewhere and doing something uncomfortable. So I'm really glad I did it. I pushed myself beyond my comfort zone. I have showed myself a deeper level of courage, and also what Ria said yesterday, that if we often worry about what other people think of us, but if we know what we think of us, if we know who we are, like, those things stop mattering to us. And this is how it felt. Like, I know who I am, I know why I'm doing this. It doesn't matter if other people think I'm a little bit silly, out of order, because I know who I am, and I know what the purpose of what I'm doing. So this was a beautiful experience for me. I am a little scared of what's going to happen tomorrow because every day the challenge becomes a little bit more intense. Therefore, yeah, we will see what I come up against and how I can stretch myself. Yeah, it's 7-day challenge, and I will be aiming to report every day and see my insights, how I've grown and how I have come through on the other side through this uncomfortable feeling of being rejected.